Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. I'm sorry that I'm late, and I'm sorry that that timer meant nothing. But in my defense... Alcohol. That's it. I wanted alcohol, and I wanted a little bit of a snack as well, even though I literally just ate dinner. And so my snack is Nuche Fudge, Utz crab chips, which are delicious. It's basically off-brand Old Bay seasoning, but I like these better than actual Old Bay, fun fact. And limoncello and ginger ale. The last of my first batch of limoncello. The last of half of my first batch, I guess I should say. The other half isn't actually done yet. So, I don't know what to do about that. Nom 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 nom. Ooh, God, I love the lemon. The orange is really good, but I think I like the lemon more. I also think that this is the right amount of sweetness. So, I got the combo from you. It's all your fault. Whoa. Oh. Your sugar. Oh. And then chase it with a chip. Oh. That's a good combo. Oh, that's good. Ooh, I didn't know I was gonna like these chips and sweet things as much. Oh, holy crap. I mean, these are so salty. These are like salt. These are like Satan's salty asshole kind of level chips. Combine that with the fudge. Surprisingly good combo. Fudge is unfortunately a little old. Bit hard. Still good. It's hard. It's just so buttery and sweet. Oh, delicious. So, how's everyone doing? I hope you had a good weekend, because I did not. Say la. My weekend kind of sucked, not gonna lie. The weather did not help. I did have a lovely bright spot on Sunday when I went out with my boyfriend, my family. We went to the beach. Very nice. Very nice. Kind of just delayed the inevitable frustration and kind of breakdown that I had yesterday morning. You know, as you do. But, you know, what was more interesting is that what happened yesterday as I left work. And I happen to know that one of the people... You ruined it. Oh no. You ruined it. I was gonna say the joke. So, okay. Well, I mean, it still works, but... So, my boyfriend and I, we went grocery shopping, because he's with me this week. We went grocery shopping at Market Basket on the way home from the beach. And I wanted to make tacos this week. You'll get it in a minute. Wanted to make tacos this week. So I got chicken. I have this sauce that I usually get. Like this, just a skillet sauce. Literally just pour it in, cook it with everything, and it's done. It's amazing. It's marvelous. Market Basket didn't have it. Okay. So then yesterday morning on the way to work, I stop at Stop and Shop. They have a space where it should be, but they don't have it. I'm like, well, shit. I'm like 2 for 2 here so far. When I'm at work, mind you, I work at Symphony, right? I'm at work and I decide, you know, I need to get a frame, a picture frame from Target, and maybe Target will have that. So I double check whether Target has what I need, the Target in Fenway, as I'm leaving work. And then I'm like, oh, it looks like they do. So I go over there, I pedal my little bike over there. They did not have the frame in stock. and they did not have the sauce at all. Like there wasn't even a spot for it. So it was total waste of time. 3 for 3. And then I had to go past Fenway Park to get home, because I had to go through Fenway Park to get to Kenmore to get the rest of the way home. And so I ended up biking past, and I'm like noticing all the crazy going on, and there's all this craziness happening like in the area around Fenway Park. And I'm like, fuck, there must be a game or something. And then like I get around the corner and I'm like, shit, I'm gonna have to like wade through Lansdowne Street. It's gonna be a mess. Like we're gonna have it closed off and it's gonna be filled with people, and I'm gonna probably have to hop off my bike. So I get to Lansdowne Street. It's just getting more and more busy, and I'm like, yeah, it must be a game. Makes sense. Hop off my bike, start walking down Lansdowne Street, and this is when I start noticing there aren't really any Red Sox jerseys around for a home game. That doesn't make sense. But there are a lot of people wearing pink. Now, of course, I'm associating pink with the Barbie movie. And I'm sitting there being like, I don't understand. Like, I know there's an AMC nearby, but they wouldn't be here. Like, it's nearby, but not like nearby. So the Landmark Center is a little ways around, might be a Lowe's, I don't know. Landmark Center is a little ways away. Like, that doesn't make sense. And I'm just sitting there trying to figure out. I literally got like 3/4 of the way down Lansdowne Street before it suddenly hit me, and it was only because somebody was wearing a shirt that had her face on it. And suddenly I was like, oh, pink. They're all wearing pink to go see Pink. Now, of course, my trainer and I joked today that feels a little on the nose, but it was hilarious because I was so frustrated with everyone in that moment. I wanted to kill everyone there. And then I get home and I see your Facebook post, Ragnarok, and I'm like, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say anything. That was so annoying. Oh my god. I hope it was a good concert though. Sounds like it's a really fun time. And Pat Benatar was opening, so that's cool. I'm not gonna lie, that's cool. Well, of course, today is Beyonce, but that's down at Gillette, so shouldn't affect us up here. Taylor Swift didn't affect us up here either, so I'm hopeful. I know. Pat Benatar opened for Pink. It's pretty cool. And DigiShell, I'm also going to follow up on what you said in the Discord. Barbie is totally fucking worth it. Totally fucking worth it. Not only is it weird, it is truly delightful and wonderful in every possible way, and you probably will cry. I cannot wait to watch it again. I was laughing so hard. It's an amazing movie. I really, truly think it is truly amazing. I would not be surprised if it ends up in some Oscar lists this next year. I would hope it ends up in some Oscar lists, I think. Not to cut everybody off and cut off the whole, like, you know, geeky thing here, but I've been really bad at actually starting games on time, so I'm gonna kind of jump into that. It's really worth it. It's really worth it, honestly. It was. I'm actually gonna hop into Destiny real quick and double check their new thingamabobs, whatever it's called when you have aesthetics. Their visual shit. Oh, what was that? Locked loading a file. Oh, locked loading a file. Huh? Their anti-cheat service is very mad at me. Like, very mad. Huh. Okay, so yeah, that's the best part, is that there were like some very, very like emotional moments in Barbie that when they hit, like, the theater we were in when we saw Barbie, it's a theater from the 1920s or 30s, I can't remember. Art Deco, beautiful, truly beautiful. And the original design of the theater actually had a balcony for their main theater, their main oh my god, they had a balcony in the main theater. They closed off that balcony and turned that into another screen. So yeah, it ended up meaning that we were on top of the main theater. The main theater was playing Oppenheimer, and the theater we were in was playing Barbie. And so there were just some really, really intense, intense emotional moments in Barbie that were marked mostly by silence. And when they hit, it also so happened that Oppenheimer, that was the moment there was an explosion in Oppenheimer, which meant that the entire theater was vibrating and we could hear the nuclear explosion from below us hitting at the same time that Barbie's having like existential crisis moment. And it was fucking hilarious. Like, literally could not have been any better. It was too good. It's too good. So no, I do wholly recommend Barbie. It truly was worth it. And I really cannot wait to see it again. 'Cause yeah, it was just, I don't even know, like, it was just so, it was everything I wanted it to be, I guess, is the best way to put it. Like, it wasn't overly preachy. It was kind of feminism 101, if that makes sense. But I saw someone point out on TikTok that, and this was really interesting and really good, that like, yeah, it was feminism 101, but there are some people who are like, are obviously, because like, you know, the rollback of Roe v. Wade and everything like that, there are some people who need feminism 101. And like, maybe this is that for them. Like, we can't all just assume that as a society we have progressed beyond feminism 101, because obviously we fucking haven't, which is totally fair. And I think that it does a really good job of that, honestly. I saw some takes that it was very much like an ad, which I didn't really feel. Like, some people were saying, you know, this feels like it's an ad for Mattel and an ad for Barbie. It's a really well-made ad, but it's still an ad. And I'm like, it just didn't feel like that to me. It didn't feel like it was trying to sell me Barbie as a product. Maybe Barbie as a concept, but that doesn't make me want to go buy a Barbie. At least me. Maybe I'm misunderstanding what that's supposed to be about. And if anything, the most egregious product placement is Chevy. Like, America Ferrera's character has a very expensive Chevy that is no way in shape or form affordable at the salary that her character is supposed to be making. And that's the only thing I think I felt about that, because it did feel a little dissonant when she was driving, but it doesn't spend a lot of time with it. So, you know, while it definitely pulled me the fuck out, like, it didn't, I don't know, it didn't destroy it for me. But no, I didn't feel like it was pushing Barbie on me as a product in any way. Yeah, no, the fucking white conservative men are just getting mad that there's a woman in the lead character, like in the lead, and doesn't like immediately fall in love with a man. And the thesis of it is the fact that they've watched this and then taken the point that Barbie as a movie is saying that, you know, all men should die, or whatever bullshit they've decided to come up with as the actual thesis of the movie, tells me that they must not have watched the same fucking movie, or they left like halfway through. Like, I literally do not know how anyone, even in the worst possible reading, the like most bad faith reading of the movie you could do. I just don't see how they come up with that as the thesis. So, you know, it tells you how remarkably good faith these people are taking it in, of course, you know. What else do we expect? I mean, I guess it's fair, Ragnarok. That's fair. I'm not gonna lie, there was a little piece of me that was sitting there being like, man, I wish I still had my old Barbie. I think I got rid of her. I had a, God, when did that come out? It had to have been the 90s or early thousands. I got a Star Trek Barbie and Ken. Yeah, that's what it is. 30th anniversary Star Trek. That's what I got. Oh my god. Oh my god. 1996. 1996. Wow. Oh my god. That's... Woo! Having a moment right now. Wow. Okay. Oh my god. Do I have a higher resolution picture I can send? Yeah, there we go. I don't remember the braid being in her hair, though. Maybe I just took it out. You know what? The braid was probably just like a scrunchy thing. That might have been why. 1996, Star Trek 30th anniversary, Barbie and Ken. That is what I got as a kid. That was the Barbie I got. My first Barbie, I guess. I had two. But that was the first Barbie. Here, I'm gonna post it in the Discord. I'll put it in general. It doesn't make sense to put anywhere else, so paste. Boop. I barely remember Ken. I think I used him once or twice. Who's meant to be Captain Kirk, I guess. William Shatner, even though it looks nothing like William Shatner, but like, and man, those fucking hoop earrings. But like, in almost every possible way, she was just a standard Barbie, just wearing Star Trek clothes, and so it was really, really easy for me to just play with her and do whatever. It didn't really matter. I think the reason I got the Star Trek Barbie was because my father probably had some say in that, and there was discussion, I'm guessing, about how Barbies are not necessarily appropriate for boys to have as toys. My mother still wanting to get me one because I was asking for it anyway, and she didn't fucking care. That's the only thing I can think of, because the only person in my family that has any love of Star Trek is my father. Yeah, otherwise she was just a regular Barbie otherwise, and so it didn't really matter that she had been Star Trek. I still played with her however I wanted to. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now, did you show the last couple comments you put in there? It is not in the box anymore, and that is a ruined Barbie. One of the reasons why I don't have her anymore, if I do have her, I have no idea where she is because at one point, the one thing that I didn't like about this Barbie is that she had overly thick hair that made it really hard to do anything other than put it up in a ponytail. And so I stupidly trusted a friend of mine, my best friend, to give her a haircut, because I was told I can do layers. But she could not. And instead it kind of ended up with this like chunk and then another chunk. One layer, first of all, is not layers, and because of the way that the hair worked, the length is what actually helped it pull itself down and weigh itself down. So the first chunk, because it was shorter, would kind of stick out, and then the second chunk, because it was the full length of the hair, would lay as it was supposed to. Yeah. So yeah, no one's gonna pay money for that thing. It was a lot more weird Barbie than stereotypical Barbie or anything like that. So yeah. Those who have seen the movie know what I'm talking about with weird Barbie. Although my friends, those friends of mine, and this is why I don't understand why I trusted them. Those friends of mine were well known for creating weird Barbies. But their weird Barbies would be missing limbs. And there was one time these friends of mine, Amber and Tori were their names, like I'm not friends of them and they don't still live nearby. The fuck? Friends of mine, they had a sand pit in the back that the dog tended to use as a toilet. Barbies were like, I remember one had the arm ripped off, the leg ripped off, put into the sand, the poop sand, and then eventually removed, placed in the middle of the road so that a car ran over it, so it crushed its boobs. And then they taped it back together, put it back in the road, car crushed it again, and then threw it up onto the power line. I think that was all the same Barbie. And that was very typific. So, these are the friends that I trusted to give my Barbie a haircut. Yeah, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. But yeah, there was a piece of me that wanted that Barbie. The next, so I only ever had two Barbies. The other Barbie I got was, they made a movie at one point that was a Barbie version of Princess and the Pauper. And I was obsessed with the Pauper Barbie because she was purple. Even though she didn't have blonde hair, she had a purple dress. Wow, there is a literal website called the Barbie Database. Okay. That makes sense, but is also a thing. Oh, her name was Erica. Okay, sure. Okay. Is there a slightly better photo at all? I also remember it being more purple than that. That looks blue. That's straight up blue. She had batteries, was the thing. I got teased relentlessly by these friends of mine anyway, so regardless of what I did or happened. And she had a button in her back that if you had the batteries in, she would sing or something that was supposed to be from the movie. I didn't fucking care. I just liked the outfit. And so, you know, I got teased because she had a button sticking out of her back, even though I just left the batteries out because I didn't want her to sing. I didn't give a fuck about the movies. I also remember playing the games, and I think that's been something that I've been wanting to think about playing on here for a while. There's one game in particular where it's like Barbie Detective, I think is what it was. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It might be on archive.org, honestly, because it might just be abandonware. Barbie Detective, baby. Oh, they made a sequel? They made a sequel? Holy shit. We gotta play this series. Detective Barbie, Mystery of the Carnival Caper. I was terrified of this game. I was terrified because when you're trying to go around this carnival or whatever, you're chasing after someone. I don't even fucking remember anything about it. And there's like a shadowy figure that like hides quickly when you go into a new thing. Scared the living fuck out of me. So we should play this at some point. Oh my god. Right. Ken vanished. Okay, the story is centered on a charity carnival. Ken went to the carnival and everyone said it would be a good idea if he volunteered for the magician's the magician's vanishing trick. Well, the trick worked, but the magician could not bring Ken back. What's more, Ken had all the carnival money with him. Everyone's looking for Ken, but no one has a clue. Enter Detective Barbie in her first big case. Game features include 25 locations within the carnival, a database of over 50,000 names. Clues and suspects change every single time the game is played. Carnival rides that Barbie can go on. And the entire game is mouse controlled. Oh, I think we gotta play this at some point. We gotta play this. Okay, I've been ignoring the chat. I'm sorry. Let me go back a teeny bit. Oh my god, that's amazing that they added it to Forza Horizon, though. That's great. Like, I kind of like it when games like, you know, Forza do those tie-ins because they're just kind of silly. The conservatives are definitely delusional. You are correct. They didn't see the movie. They're regurgitating takes. Absolutely. There was a I don't really like reading a lot of her stuff. Alexandra Petri, I think, is the columnist. She's an opinion columnist with the Washington Post, and everything she does is satire. And she made like the Barbie movie script. She's like, I've never seen the Barbie movie, but this is the script that I imagine it must be because of all of the things I've read from conservatives, and it is the most fucking hilarious thing. And then yeah, my Barbie was trashed, so it definitely would not be worth anything even if I still had it, and I have no idea where it is. Amber and Tori were ruthless to their Barbies. You are correct. Ruthless. Oh, see, that's the thing, Digishell, like, Barbies were definitely replaced by, they were definitely replaced by, what's it called? Barbies were replaced by The Sims for me in video games, easily. Like, Nancy Drew, The Sims completely took over Barbies. Yeah, Princess and the Pauper Erica, exactly. That is I don't, and again, I didn't have a particular reason why I wanted that other than like she was not stereotypical Barbie and had thought a purple dress, but apparently it's blue. So The Sims is absolutely just a dollhouse in a game computer form, exactly. And the best part is you can deal with it however you want to, because I very quickly learned that I didn't really give a fuck about playing The Sims. I just wanted to build houses. So once I learned that in Sims 2, because Sims 1 I kept trying to play and I would get kind of bored, except for Sims Superstar. I really enjoyed playing Sims Superstar and trying to like level up my stardom or whatever and make that happen. But like, I was really only interested in making pretty looking houses and decorating them cool ways. And once I learned all the weird like build cheats in Sims 2 and then learned how to like mod Sims 2 on my own, like I remember at one point like making my own fucking clothes in Sims 2. Like I learned how to edit a mesh. I learned how to texture meshes, like way more intricate. I don't remember any of that shit at this point. Like I could probably still do some texturing if I had a template to work on, which is the thing, I had templates, so I'm not saying that I like hand drew these things. But like I remember using Sims 2 mods to keep running over something. I remember using Sims 2 mods to complete an assignment for my theater class at one point where I had to like costume and set design and everything, and so I used the Sims 2 to build the set, and then I used the mods to create how I would dress the characters, do their hair, do their makeup, you know, to help everything. And I remember him asking me, the teacher asking me at one point, because he was like super skeptical, he's like, did you really make this? And I'm like, yeah. And then he was like just really skeptical that I had actually put effort into it and didn't just download shit. I'm like, I can't draw, I'm sorry. I can't draw either, so every time I've tried it's gone terribly, and then I just have stopped caring at this point, it seems. Yeah, I feel like, so that was the thing with me with you know, fancy Barbies and everything. My grandmother on my father's side had a bunch of like collector Barbies. She took them out of the boxes though, which was weird. She had them out of boxes and she had them on stands, and I remember every single time we went to their house, I wanted to play with them because I was bored to shit in this like old house that hadn't been updated since 1956, right? And technology was basically the same and too. They didn't have anything fun to play, didn't have anything fun to watch, no video games, nothing. I was bored to shit and back. So I wanted to play with the Barbies, but I was never allowed to play with the Barbies. And I don't know how much of it was because the Barbies were collector's items and therefore not allowed to be played with, versus how much of it was because I'm a man and therefore as boys we don't allow Barbies, because this was the Catholic side of the family. So yeah, I don't really know. All I remember is I did, when my grandparents passed away and people were kind of dividing up like who gets what do we sell, I was hardcore gunning for at least some of the Barbies, and I did not get any. One of my younger female cousins got them all instead, and she didn't really want them. Catholicism, it's a hell of a drug. You're right, I should play the game. Speaking of female protagonist led games here. Oops, shit. Come on, go away. And then load. 3:18 p.m. I don't remember what the fuck I'm doing. Oh. This Barbie is an investigator who keeps giving away her free labor with the flimsy excuse that she's upholding her cover. There we go. Finish off that ginger ale. Right, I just got Trapper Dan's journal. Is that Trapper Dan? Yeah, Trapper Dan. Trapper Dan. There's a maze in the vaults. Magnetic key. Track my cipher below, or just follow the moose, wolf, raccoon, and Mary. That cipher is fun. Trying to figure it out. It is supposed to be on screen. Did I not press the button correctly? I think I might have just pressed the chatting button instead of the in-game button. I'm very smart. There we go. Fixed! I know there's one thing. This thing. Let me see if I can solve that bit. Where did my pen go? Pen is missing. Grab a new one. Okay, so we've got fire here, and then it's blue, red, white, and green, blue, red. Okay. Listen, I've had a hard week, okay? One's blue. So if it's not made obvious, the fire is the fireplace. This one is red. Oops. This one is white. So it stays as is. This one is red. This one is blue. This one is green. Oop. Okay, that didn't do anything, apparently. Huh. Right, I have to figure out the cipher. That's my problem. I have to figure out the cipher. Alright, UHS hints. Wolf. Be enough. There we go. Okay, let's see here. Inside the lodge. Trapper Jan's journal. Here we go. How do I decipher the coded stuff? Okay, I can figure it out, or I can cheat. So, you know, here we go. So it's a cipher where every 2 lines is 1 line. So you go up, down, up, down, up, down. So first things first. Locate my secret hideout up in the mountains. Okay. It's so secret. You'll probably never find it. Dash, but if you do, comma, find my Rex bone, okay, and use it in the wall, okay. Of my hideout, okay, whatever. Oh wait, hideout. Spacing is really bad here. That will open up my secret lock. Okay. Then THEN match. Okay. My wits with the infernal slot machine. Match my wits with the infernal slot machine. Okay. Use the duck counter to match up all 3 animals. Okay. It helps to first put the same animal in animal in a column and work from there. Okay. Rex bone. Problem being, how do I find the Rex bone? It's been missing. Ah. Weird. Did that already, didn't I? Yeah. Nope, he's gone. Okay. Oops. So, whose journal was it?
How can I help you?
I've disturbed you long enough.
We'll talk again, I'm sure.
Would it be Lou Talbot? In which case, I can't do anything till I talk to him. Which would be tomorrow at some point in the future. Oh. Fortunately, to make dinner, Nancy drew in the fucking time management simulator.
Time for kitchen duty yet.
Yes, it is. Shut up and go in the fucking door. If I just sit here and not actually make food, is that fine? Like, if I just don't move. Nancy just stands there behind the stove. Ollie's standing there waiting to serve, and he's just staring at her, and she's just right back, being like, what's she gonna fucking do about it? What? Oh, 3, 7. 4, 5. 6, 7. Oh. Everybody gets 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do that for the time being. And then we'll give everybody 1 to figure out where these seconds go. Oh, fuck. Okay. 1 second. That one's fine. This one's 2. That's also 2. That is also 2. 3 middle ones. Okay. Shit. Picked it up too early. There we go. Okay. 2202. 2, 2, 0, 2. 0, 3, 2, 0. 0, 3, 2, 0. It's done.
Order up.
1, 3, 2, 2. 3, 2, 2. 1, 2, 2, 2. What? Shit. The fuck. 1, 3, 2, 2. Then 1, 2, 2, 2. 1, 2, 2, 2. Okay.
Order up.
1, 2, 1, 3. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 1, 3. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Order up.
1 2 1 1. 1 2 1 1. 1 2 3 2. 1 2 3 2.
Order up.
2 2 1 1. 2 2 1 1. 0 1 2 3. 0 1 2. It's a lot of fucking croutons. And we're done. We're just done enough to go to sleep. What was that noise? Made it sound like someone was leaving. Weird. Creepy. When do I have to wake up again? Breakfast is served at 7 a.m. And alright. Fucking fuck. No. I don't know where that went. Okay, I found it. Fucking hell. Seven a.m. 7 a.m. Oh wait. Can I also pick 8:15? I just set this for 7 a.m. Just be done with it. Andre back.
I think I'll keep one of these washcloths.
Did I do the bed? I didn't do the bed. My bad. I have a washcloth for everybody. Cool. That's an important part of the story here. Oops. Breakfast time. Excuse me. Quesadillas and omelets. Or French toast and omelets. Quesadillas are lunch. Seriously, it is not lost on me that this is the same food every single day. Would you want to go to a hotel where the food is the same every single day and you can't eat anywhere else because there's nowhere else to eat? I found fucking torture. It's like Groundhog Day, but you're aware of it. Fucking terrifying.
Order up.
Huh. Two one, 2 1, 2 1 1, 2 1, 2 1, 1 2 1, 1 2 1.
Order up.
2 2 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Filling stuff here. Have everything? Cool. 2 and 3. One. One of everything but cheese.
Order up.
Burger says 1 Canadian bacon. Nice and easy. I like that. And we're done. Okay. Let's see if we can talk to people. We can talk to people. Cool. Well, let's try and be useful, since we now have something we can do, I think. That doesn't matter. I don't remember, because we need to go not to the skating pond, I don't think. Not that way either. This way? To the thingamabob? Yeah, from here. This is where she sinks into the snow. Unless she uses the snowshoes, which I have. And I think I'm trying to figure out whose journal this is. Oh, shit. All right.
Match, which means those notes belong to Lou Talbot.
That was easy. Thanks, not dog. I need to get more of these chips. No right to be as good as they are. I'm pretty sure that my grocery store around the corner has that. Come on. All right, well, we got back before lunchtime, so that's good. One thing I was worried about.
Ah, warm again.
Oh, hey. A package.
Now what?
You're gonna die.
Talbot, charged with trespassing, vandalism, and theft. Digging on private property. Creating a piece of earthitecture. Inspired by maverick artist Poppy Dada. Of keeping the dinosaur bones dug up in the process. Dinosaur bones?
Funny. Found a journal of his that happens to focus on that.
What's up?
Hey.
Do you think I could have the Rex bone that you took from that plaque by the display case?
Dude, what makes you think I took some bone from some plaque?
Because you referred to it in your notebook, which I found outside in the snow.
Notebook?
Someone who has a really good nose for such things is positive that it's yours.
Playing dumb with me, the idiot.
Here's the deal. There's a lot of people out there who collect stuff like fossils and dinosaur bones, okay? They pay big bucks for them. And it just so happens paleontology's kind of my thing, so yeah, I collect bones and I sell them.
So when you saw those stools over there, you recognized them to be dinosaur bones and decided to try to unearth more.
Except I haven't unearthed anything. I'm not the one who's been making things go boom out there. I mean, I may have found a couple of good specimens in a couple of craters, but I didn't make the craters, and I don't know who did. There. That's the key to the closet in my room. You want the bone from that plaque? Go ahead and take it. Okay, dude. Excitement's over. Whose move?
Alright, so, last time I checked, theft is still a felony in Canada. So, I don't remember which room he's in. It's Ina, isn't it? Yeah.
Look at all these bones. Lou's been a busy guy. Here's the one I'm looking for, the Rex bone that's missing from that plaque.
Cool. Got exactly what I need now. Unfortunately, I also am worried about lunch. Making sure I actually get there. I'm gonna go ahead and save my game just in case I don't make it back in time. That just cost me 18 minutes. This is so slow. Okay. Now, let's open the secret panel, finally. Ah. The infernal slot machine.
I'll bet I'm supposed to use this tile to start with. So, I can rearrange these by continuing to drop the tile that falls out the bottom into one of the columns at the top. The question is, how should I rearrange them? Match the symbols and line them up in rows of 3, maybe?
That is indeed what I would assume would work. That's not what I wanted to do, is it? Okay. Yeah, most of it. I'm just gonna figure out how to order this properly. So close. Swap this rabbit. Where the duck is.
Bingo!
Okay, I was gonna say, I thought I finished. I didn't know what was gonna happen from here. Slowly walking down the tracks.
The lanterns in here are basically just rocks hung in cages. I wonder what makes the rocks glow like that.
What could possibly make rocks glow green? I sure as hell don't know.
Looks like the map to some kind of maze. The wolf followed me. I wonder if she expects me to do something.
Where does this go?
A moose, a wolf, a raccoon, and a pig. The same animals Trapper Dan mentioned in his journal when it came to getting into his needle without the key. I'll bet that's what's behind this wall, a room below the needle. Next thing I have to do is get each of these panels open.
Man, these loading breaks are rough. Constant. So what's this way then?
That must be the rope Trapper Dan talked about in his journal, the one that's supposed to open something in the lodge, which means I must be somewhere under the lodge. Well, I walked far enough, that's for sure.
I can't use the elevator. Or get the... No. I really have to walk back the entire way. Because I know I'm now out of time. I hate this. Seriously, the time thing and that's stupid. That's stupid. Slowly walking along. And we made it back just in time for lunchtime.
Ah, warm again. I'm staying out of there until I have to fix a meal.
Which unfortunately I think is in another 7 minutes of in-game time here. We can skip. And here we go. Quesadilla time and burgers. Someone just wanted a quesadilla.
Order up.
Easy. The rest all want burgers, so. 1211011. One, two, one, 0, 1, 1. Crap, did I mess that up?
Order up.
Ah, I didn't. Cool. 2211011. 2, 2, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1.
Order up.
2210111. 2, 2, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. 1, 1. Okay. Now let's go back to Trapper Dan's Lodge and try and solve some of the puzzles that are at Trapper Dan's Lodge. Because this is where we're at. Going back and forth between the lodge to make sure we serve dinner and food and shit, even though we're supposed to be solving this mystery for this person, but the person wants more than just mystery solved. She also wants her entire lodge taken care of because she can't fucking afford to hire her own staff, so she shouldn't be running a lodge in the first place. Silver spoon bitch. Fucking capitalists. I'm stuck. Hold on. There we go. Luckily, we don't have to do that again. I mean, basically, this whole game is full of assholes, so Chantal Moigwe is just one of them. Okay. So, forward, right, forward. Left, right, jump, pull.
Forward, left, forward.
Shit. Forward, right, left. Forward, right, forward, left, forward, right. Okay, hold on. Ah, this is hard. Hold on. Oh, no. Okay. Forward, right, left, right, jump. Okay. Forward, right, left, right, jump, go.
Isis. Forward, right, left, right, jump, go.
The noodles. Yep, that's a real life wolf right there. Woo! We win. What do we win as a prize? So now I just leave the dog there and we just go back to the dog is just coding. It's true though. Okay. See, it's funny that you say the dog is literally just coding because I was looking at it like it is Python. And that's why I was getting confused because I thought when I told her to turn left, for instance, it was a 90-degree turn. And then in order for her to then go forward again, you'd have to give her another forward command. So if she were to like go forward, 90-degree turn, and then keep going, you'd have to say forward, left, forward. Because that's coding.
Warm again.
Boop. We win. Something.
My jacket! I'm getting the definite feeling I'm not wanted here.
Spooky. Like that's gonna fucking stop me. Bitch, do you know who I am? Okay, so I got this one thing. Is it also in the mouth of the moose with this mysteriously glowing green eye? No. Nope. Okay. Okay. Track my cipher below. Follow the moose, wolf, raccoon, Mary. The goose game matters. Campaign Mary will track only over the ball. As the end, you just have to keep Mary. 3 more keys to open the keyholes. Okay. There are 3 more animal keys hidden in the lodge. The moose, the wolf, and the raccoon. Okay. It's easy to find the moose. Just push out his eye and see the surprise. Okay, push out his eye and see the surprise. Or is it this moose? Which moose are we talking about? What was this moose? Why can't I push out his eye? That confusion. Why can no push moose face? Hello, Cobalt. Welcome back. Why no push? Why no push thing? Inside the lodge. The journal. It's upstairs. That's why, because I'm dumb. It's not in this room. It's in another room, but that's easy, right? Just find the moose one. I don't remember which one has the moose on it, but in it. One of them must. Okay. Somewhere. It has ducks. Ah, a moose. Oh, okay. More complicated than I thought.
Tells me this radio belongs to Yanni, and if so, why is he hiding it?
Curious. Okay, so we found the moose. Okay. The fire necklace, okay, will tell you all you need to and peanut and EENUPT and not open. I'm dumb. To open up the Sly Raccoon's hiding place. Okay. Just don't wake up any lodgers. Okay, but we already did this part. In fact, they should still be as is, right? Yeah, I already did this. There's stuffed raccoon somewhere that I don't remember. Oh, I can't open that one for some reason. There's a beaver. Oops. Where is the raccoon? Swear I think I've seen one somewhere. Not remembering where. Oh, okay. Yep. Not a stuffed animal. Stuffed animal. I mean, it is literally a stuffed animal, but There we go. Raccoon doesn't have glowing eyes. All right, finally, the counter we are waiting on is the wolf is the trickiest to find because only the likes of Marie Curie. Here we go. Or Mr. Geiger can A H and H hear his call. Okay. It's radioactive. That's fine. Anyone have a fucking Geiger counter?
Lou Talbot's gone, in case you didn't know. Just up and left.
Do you have any idea why?
Probably sick of salmon. The good news is you don't have to do the cooking anymore. I can handle it from here on out.
Thank fuck. Okay. I forgot that happens at some point in the game.
He posted.
How can I help you?
Why do you have a radio hidden away in your room?
How do you know about that?
All I know is when I got done cleaning the moose head, that compartment was open. And when I looked in it, there was the radio. Now you answer my question.
I use that radio to communicate with my coaches. It's a special radio. It scrambles the signal so that my competitors cannot listen in.
How did you know there was a secret compartment in your room?
The first night I was here, I searched for bugs, something which, due to the cunning of my competitors, I have become very good at. I discovered that by pushing on the moose eye, a compartment opened up. What I don't know is, did you really open that compartment by mistake, or were you up to something else? How do I know you are not working for them?
Iron Curtain. Here we go.
If I was working for the competition, why would I have told you about finding your radio?
Who else have you told about the radio?
No one.
I believe you, Nancy. So if I find out you're lying, both of us will be very sorry.
Do you have any proof that your competitors are out there spying on you?
When one has enemies, it's prudent to assume that they are always close by. They are here, Nancy. Make no mistake.
Thanks for taking the time to talk to me.
We'll talk again, I'm sure.
He just needs to chill the fuck out. Chill the fuck out. Okay. Really? I'm dumb. Put on the snowshoes. Have another cutscene of Nancy walking. And run by, have another cutscene of Nancy walking. Ah, look, this wasn't here before.
This measures radioactivity. I wonder if ISIS found it outside somewhere or in here.
Now we have another cutscene of Nancy walking. And now that we're here, we're having another scene of Nancy walking. And now that we're here, we're gonna have another cutscene of Nancy walking. Well done, Ragnarok. That is excellent. Walk, walk, fashion baby, back to the lodge with a noodle leg maybe. Like, a little heavy on the second half of the rhyme, but I'm here for it anyway. That's good.
I feel
Well done. That seems the most I've seen so far. But... Because that's just as strong. Her eyes are glowing. I feel like that's radioactive. Unless it's somewhere up here. It's the thing. .6 Ronkin. Not too bad. Not too good. I know that was a really dark joke I just made right there, but you know. If anyone remembers that series. Huh. Running out of places to look. Can't seem to interact with this. Definitely something here. There is one place I haven't looked. Oh. Hello. Oh. Aha. Found it. Now we have all the things. We have to win a game of goose and shit. Right? Do we? Or do we not? I'm confused by this part. Right. Okay. Yes, I thought so. We have to play against Fuckface. I'm gonna go and save, and then
Now what?
wake up, bitch.
Another game of bucks and geese.
Now you're talking. Have a seat.
Now you're talking.
Would you mind if we use this little pig I found in place of the fox piece?
Fine by me.
So innocent. No, you don't. You don't get to have that. That's not allowed. You thought. You really thought. You have the opportunity to do something. Choosing not to do it. Don't question the radioactive piece on the board, right? We're not going to talk about the fact that it's radioactive. Don't worry about it. It's fine. If he doesn't think too hard, it's fine. Okay. Got him on the ropes. The phalanx just drops down, basically, is what I'm going for. I'm gonna move away so I can move in, and then bam. He's moved away, and I can move in, and bam. Okay. Pretty good. So far, so good. Keep moving pieces down, like a ton of fucking bricks. Slowly crushing his resistance.
You're pretty good. Well, would you look at that? His eyes turned red. That is some pig you got yourself there.
That's some pig.
Okay, if we start over?
Wow, Nancy, you sounded so upset about this. Okay, we start over. You win. You won. It's... Don't do that. Bad idea. Okay. Can't move that now. Can't move that now. Okay. Okay. Safe. It's fine. Shit! Fuck! Piss! Damn it! Okay. Okay. Deep breaths. We're okay. It's fine. Deep breaths. It's fine. I see where you're going, but I don't want you to do it. But I can trap you up there. I don't know whether making the pig one light up at all matters. I have... Oops, I just hit the microphone with my head. I am very smooth today. Excuse me. If I move that at all... Okay. I have him trapped, but not enough. Because if I move this here, he'll jump me. I move this here, and move here, and then he can jump here, or he can jump here, and I don't have the way to stop him yet. So let's fix that. Also, wait, I can just make him move there, and then...
You win.
Cool,
Another
pig
win.
lit up.
Another set of red eyes.
I don't know what that means in this particular instance, but... Oh.
Okay, if we start over?
I'm gonna go ahead and hit the save button. We've got 2 out of 4. Now I gotta finish the job, as it were. Getting annoying, Bill. Need you to move out of that spot. Shit! Fuck. Well, you know what? I got him over there, I guess. That's something. Not the something I wanted, but it's something. So, we'll make use of it. At least. No, come on. There we go. Okay. All right.
Ah, you beat me.
3 out of 4.
Another set of red eyes.
I hit the save button again.
Okay,
Try
if we
again.
start over?
Uno más. He's decided that this is his spot today. So, okay. Sacrificial geese here. That was stupid. Fuck. God damn. Okay. Stupid son of a bitch. I'm just taking my spot. Not supposed to do that. Can't do that. I don't know that this is gonna work at all. It isn't. Yeah, I know. Fuck off. Because he won't get out of that stupid bottom piece. Can't really move anything. Oh shit, I just opened myself up for that. There's nothing I can do to stop him. I just opened myself up for that. Fuck!
Okay, if we
Just
start.
gonna start over. Start all the way over. Like it never happened. I hate you so much.
Okay, if we start over.
Okay. Damn it. Okay.
If we start over.
I need you, sir, for once to please go to the moose. You fucking fuck. I hate you so much.
Okay, if we start over.
Okay. This is around where I start faltering. So where am I going wrong and how do I stop it? Okay, but here's where I faltered. If I move this down, that opens this. Move this here. Yes, okay, and then I move this here. Don't move that. Okay, all right, we're good. We got this. It'll be fine. It is very hardcore to the mega. Because this man is a dick. Okay. I'm feeling good about this so far. Need to get him to move a little further out of the way, if possible, into the left side of the screen, sir. Thank you. Fucking finally. Okay. All right, we can make this work now. We can make this work. And there he goes. Right back to where he was before. Fuck you, sir. Oh, that was stupid. Can't make that work. Can't move that. Can't move that. Definitely can't move that. Don't move that. Oh, do not move that. I can move this though. Which means then I can move that. This is my chance. This is my chance. I've almost got him. I've almost got him. I just gotta find a way to seal the deal here. You think you're smart. I am ever so slightly smarter in this moment. I hope. Sincerely hope. That I'm not overlooking something fucking obvious. I can't do that. I just saw what he's gonna do next. Denied. Denied, sir. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna get him, but I'm gonna get him. He's gonna perish. Nailed it!
Good job. Another win, another set of red eyes.
Okay. Save that fucking game. Back away, quit. Thanks a lot. Bye. Peace and blessings. I don't have to cook anymore. That's already been established. Thank fuck.
Outside in sub-zero temperatures.
And Nancy can't leave because, of course, she can't. So, sleep until, I don't know, 11, I guess. Not PM, AM. God, she's getting so much sleep right now. Not good for her. Alright, I still, even though I don't have to do the cooking anymore, I do have to still do the maid shit. So, of course, there's only 2 people in the lodge. So, you know. My list of suspects is getting very, very, very small. This is the game recognizing that I'm getting pissed off and only giving me the bare minimum stuff to do. Is that what this is? Nancy is a bit of a jerk, but in this case, she's giving away her labor for free because of a dirty capitalist that's decided that she wants to exploit her services. while she is otherwise completely trapped in this place in the fucking Canadian wilderness. The next Nancy Drew game after this, I believe, is Phantom of Venice, if I'm correct. Let me see here. Double check that. Here's the list. Legend of the Crystal Skull. I always forget about Legend of the Crystal Skull. Never mind. We're going to New Orleans after this. And then Phantom of Venice. I am indeed playing them in order. Exactly. Playing them in order, giving them a ranking at the end of each one. The first time I've ever done the ranking. Played them so many times, but whenever people ask me, like, what's your favorite? What's your least favorite? I never have an answer. And now I can finally have a literal document to point and be like, that's what I feel about them. You can look at that and see exactly how I feel about it. Oh, I'm sorry. They're all up on my YouTube channel, at least. So there's that. Right. Okay, those are all open now, which means we can do the levers and shit. So for the moose, that would be forward, left, 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 forward, left, left. Forward, left, left, pull. And I should flip the moose one. Forward, left, left. Paw. Okay.
Isis. Forward. Left. Left. Paw. Go.
My favorite so far, according to the ranking, but also the one that I can actually point to is my favorite, is Secret of the Scarlet Hand. Secret of the Scarlet Hand is my absolute favorite. And flick. Nice. Good job, not dog. Why did the dog sound upset about that? Oh, I have to... What? Don't you have to... Okay, maybe I... You don't have to do this yet, I don't think. I don't know why people don't like that one. I think it's the best one, honestly. Her name is very unfortunate. This is true. Then again, at the time that this was made, that wasn't a thing, so... and Isis is a nice name otherwise.
Panels open.
Oh, it worked. Yeah, I still have to do
Do is get each of these panels
the
open.
pig and the raccoon, so... No, it worked. Oh, why? Weird. I mean, Isis is an Egyptian goddess. That's the Isis I know. I don't know the other one. Don't do that. But yeah, no, I like that. Secret of the Scarlet Hand is this great mix of education, advocacy, in education on multiple points. You know, not just education about archaeology and everything like that, but so just what, straight, just forward, forward, jump, paw. Excuse me.
Forward. Jump. Paw. Isis. Forward. Forward. Jump. Paw. Go.
To this day, I still remember things about Mayan history and number system and calendars and all that because I played that game. Henrik's tumble is hilarious. Okay, the dog didn't like that. Forward. Okay. Forward jump paw.
jump, paw. Isis, forward, jump, paw, go.
No, doesn't like that. Forward, 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 jump, paw. 3 forwards, not 2. Gotcha. I can't remember.
Forward, jump, paw. Isis, forward, 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 jump, paw, go.
Forward, 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 forward. She's just like a broken record. Okay. All right. Forward, you hit an intersection, go forward. You hit an intersection, go forward, and then you do the little jump, and then you do the thing, and then you click the boop. Perfect. Good job. All right. Let's figure out the pig. Pig. Raccoon. Raccoon. Forward, right, forward. Okay, forward. Forward. Right. Forward jump. Left paw. Okay. Forward, right, forward jump, left paw.
Isis, forward, right, forward, jump.
Stay tuned for Danger, I think, has a solid soundtrack, and I think it does a pretty good job for what it is. So I actually have a soundtrack ranking at the moment that I'm also doing. So I'm ranking the games, and I'm also ranking the soundtracks. And Stay Tuned for Danger has a pretty solid soundtrack, honestly. You know, one of the things that I'm kind of grading the soundtracks on is how much does it evoke the place we're supposed to be in. And I think Stay Tuned for Danger does a pretty good job of it, even if it's kind of generic, because it is just New York, you know, it's just jazz. But it makes sense for what it is. It's very jazz, it's very noir. There were issues with the game that made it drop down the ranking in the games. I don't remember exactly where the ranking Stay Tuned for Danger's soundtrack is. Danger on Deception Island soundtrack is one of the top soundtracks for me, easily. It's so good. It's so good. This game is not going to get good marks for soundtrack. Mostly because you never hear it. It's there, but I gotta fault the developers for not playing it enough. So the worst part is it's actually not that bad of a soundtrack either. It's pretty good. Oh,
Snowmobiling outfit, and it's missing a piece of material. I'd sure like to know who this belongs to.
explosives. Okay. There's a backpack over there.
UC Brea. Belong to Lou.
Mayonnaise? Ooh.
Oh my gosh, it's full of explosives.
That's a lot of C4.
Making those craters. He lied to me. He has been looking for dinosaur bones.
And he's right behind me. Called it.
Hello? Is someone in here? Hello?
Ah.
Nancy?
Yanni, what are you doing here?
I was skiing, but when I passed the needle, I saw that there was a door in it. A door which was open. So I took off my skis to look, and now I am here. What is this place?
All I know is I found a bag, Lou Talbot's bag, and it's full of explosives.
Lou is the one who has been blowing up things? He is the bomber?
He's been excavating dinosaur bones. He may be responsible for a lot of the other stuff that's been going on around here, too.
You must stay here and guard the bag. I will ski back to the lodge very quickly and tell the handyman to call the authorities. Then I will return. You will be safe? Perhaps I should stay.
No, you go. I'll be fine.
This feels...
Looks like Yanni dropped something. It's that
He dropped
piece
something?
he's wearing on his arm.
Uh-huh.
Yanni, you dropped something. Yanni? She's got a glove from that snowmobiling suit Lou left behind.
Did Lou leave it behind, darling?
Wait a minute. What she just did means the scent on that glove and the scent on that thing Yanni dropped are the same. Which means a person who's been wearing that snowmobiling suit and blowing things up is Yanni.
Being literal.
Uranium? Oh my gosh, he set the timer. It looks like he's about to blow up the needle. Isis, we've got to get out of here, fast.
This is just a cutscene. Okay. Do I have to do anything? Falls flat on her face. It didn't even explode yet. She just runs up and falls.
What in blazes happened here?
Ollie, I need
What are
to
these
borrow
fucking
the snowmobile.
smash cuts?
Explain later.
Just kick him in the nuts and then just take the snowmobile. This is gonna be fine. I'm really good at driving the snowmobile, so it's gonna be totally fine. I thought he could ski very fast. But if he can ski very fast, why doesn't he ski away? He is world champion skier. Ooh, didn't hit anything. Didn't hit anything. For a mountainous region, this area is remarkably flat. Right on his ass. Come on. Come on, Nancy, just give it a little bit more gas. Come on. You were able to outrun somebody in a speed... and he...
Oh no.
Wow, sick. He caught some air. Lol. Can't even handle a thing. Ski free for Windows 98.
Defeated. Yanni owned up to everything. He tainted the potato salad with bad mayonnaise. He iced down the back.
1989. Ouch.
In the sauna. He blew up the bunkhouse using the clock he took from Guadalupe's room, and he left those pictures of Bill Kessler for me in the sauna, although he swears the door got stuck by accident in order to cast suspicion on someone else. He did all this because he wanted everyone to leave Icicle Creek Lodge. Why? Because it turns out that he was actually spying for the government of Fredonia, which had sent him to Canada to look for uranium. Apparently, his superiors hoped to secretly mine what he found and smuggle it back to Fredonia.
Not really how it works.
Yanni didn't know, but he insisted that he never meant to hurt anyone, and that he really was the best cross-country skier in the world. Unfortunately, he'll never get a chance to prove that now.
I have thoughts in a minute.
Chantal has barely been off the phone since she got back to the lodge. It seems that Yanni's shenanigans made the nightly news, not just in Canada.
He's very shit at spying.
People have been booking stays right and left, much to her delight. When I told her and Ollie how Isis had helped me, they were truly amazed. Hopefully, from now on, Ollie will think twice about pulling out his rifle every time he sees a varmint. As for Isis, Guadalupe called me that very night and told me she'd found a wolf sanctuary that could take her. I could tell from the way the volunteers from the sanctuary treated her when they came to get her that she'll be in good hands at her new home.
Ooh.
Still, it's sad that through
Low
no fault of her
FPS.
own, she can never run free again. They said it's possible that she might someday be released back into the wild, but
Noodles.
not very likely. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed anyway.
Okay, we done? What bullshit award that probably has to do with food am I getting? Oh, okay. Research skills. I don't know what that means exactly, but cool. I mean, thanks for, I apparently could have just done that instead of the
When Beth suggested
tens of thousands of dollars of schooling to,
I thought it was a great idea.
prove that.
The French Quarter, fantastic food, awesome music, friendly people.
But
All it took was one little side trip to check on a friend of Ned's, and suddenly everything got very strange. A recent death, a musty old mansion, a disturbingly odd curio shop, a garden where only secrets seemed to grow, and something as ancient as it was terrifying. Join me on my next adventure, Legend of the Crystal Skull.
so there's not a lot that I remember about Legend of the Crystal Skull, but what I do definitely remember, and I am going to bring up right now, is it goes just about as well as Indiana Jones' foray with crystal skulls. So, get ready for that, I guess. Give me a second. It is time to rank. Give me a moment to set this up. And make this bigger, and I meant make it bigger, not make it slightly bigger. Okay, and then soundtrack ranking is the first part. Let me open this all the way up. Oops. Okay, and then find my card. All right. Then I just need to do some fiddling here. Oh, no, that's fine. Okay. And then... boop. Okay, so we start with soundtracks. This is purely the soundtrack, not the game itself. And so I'm torn on this one, because while the soundtrack is actually not that bad, the soundtrack of the game is kind of evocative of, some Canadian plains, mountains, Native American groups, which I have to give some credit for. That's not the right background color, is it? It isn't. There we go. I have to give some credit for it, even if it isn't a Native American. I'm saying Native American. That term, they don't use that term. Indigenous. I'm sorry. Indigenous Canadian groups. But it's not done by an Indigenous Canadian composer. And so, I don't know. It does a pretty decent job of conveying a little bit of this kind of Canadian wilderness feel. And while it's drawing on things like the, I don't know, it kind of works. The problem that I run into, aside from the fact that it's not a Native American composer and it deals with some Native American, I keep saying Native American, fuck, hell, had too much to drink apparently. Indigenous Canadian, it deals with Indigenous Canadian motifs, but kind of at a very surface level, and none of the actual story relates to Indigenous Canadian background, history, lore, nothing. In the way that at least Secret of Shadow Ranch did. I have to ding it a little bit, and then I have to ding it again. I think this is where I'm kind of conflicted, but I think I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going to ding it, because it doesn't play very often. You just don't get a lot of music in this game. It just doesn't play. That's a coding decision more than it is a music decision, which is unfortunate that I have to kind of subtract points for it, but it's a pretty decent soundtrack that doesn't get heard. And, if a tree falls in the woods. So I feel like it kind of exists in the same realm as the last game, Kapu Cave, where it is good, but not great. And it's not as bad as being okay. It's solid. It's not as solid as Creeper Capu Cave, though, to me. Or even Haunted Carousel. I'm going to put it behind Haunted Carousel. Haunted Carousel even felt like it had a much stronger identity than this one did. I feel like it's got a pretty good identity. I feel like it's got something. It's good, but it's not like as good as Capu Cave, Stay Tuned for Danger, and it's certainly not anywhere near the level of these ones. So we're going to go ahead and save this one, leave it as is. I'm happy with this. Let's check the, well, first let's delete the old one. This is weird, you can't edit them after the fact. You have to remix them and then you can delete the old one. It's very dumb. Change the color because this is the other one. All right, now the game itself. So we just talked about the soundtrack. The soundtrack is just kind of middle of the ground. So in that way, it doesn't really affect anything. It's kind of right in the middle. It's very average. It doesn't make it higher. It doesn't make it lower. Cool, fine. Moving on. Characters. I've got to give this game something for the characters. I hate them all. And that's a good thing in this case. I hate all the characters. They're pretty well developed and they're all terrible people. And because of that, they're just well developed. They're well developed, you know, as weird as that is. I hate it, but it's fine. So I'm gonna have to say, like, good characterization, well done. Chantel is a dirty fucking capitalist who's just trying to squeeze any more money out of save any money that she can at every given opportunity, which is why you suddenly become both her detective maid, like her detective, her maid, and her cook all at the same fucking time. Ollie, a nut job with a gun, literally. Fucking Iron Curtain. I named him Iron Curtain because he's crazy. Now, is he crazy because he's also actually a spy? Yeah, sure. And then Freddy, small pink menace with a snowball. Like, I almost had a perfect score with her, and then the last time I had to fight her, I unfortunately fucked up, and she got 2 hits on me. But, like, annoying little shit. Which tracks for, you know, a small child completely alone in the middle of fucking Western Canada. Midwestern Canada, honestly. Bill Kessler is like a bit of a right-wing whack job, and Guadalupe is a bit of a left-wing whack job, and Lou Talbot is a stoner. And I hate all of them. But they're all well-developed, so... Again, like, I gotta give them some credit for that. They're well developed. It takes a lot for me to hate the character as a character and not hate the character as, you know, I'm hating the character as people, I guess is the best way to put it. I'm hating the character as people, not as characters. And that's where the difference is. They're well written. I think they're well written. So, big bonus points on that. The puzzles are actually good by themselves. The puzzles themselves are good. And quite involved. The mechanics suck. The mechanics utterly suck. And to the point where it almost negates the goodness of the last 2 things. Because it is just so frustrating to have all these cutscenes of Nancy walking everywhere. Like, you'll have a cutscene to have a spot where she doesn't do anything, and then you have another cutscene where she has to walk to another spot where she doesn't do anything, and then you have another cutscene to walk where she finally needs to go. And you pick up the one thing off the floor in that place, and then you have to do it all the way back. Same thing, 3 cutscenes of her fucking walking. It's so dumb. It's just, I understand they wanted to make it feel like there was distance here, but like, not that way. Not that way. Okay? So very frustrating, the mechanics themselves. The plot is crazy. Like, the plot is insane, and not in a good way. In the same kind of way that we had, I just realized, there's Creature of Capo Cave on here. Oh, it's down in trash, right? Right. Capo Cave is one of the worst games that I played. In the same way with Capo Cave, though, we had a lot of the actual meat of the mystery happen at the end. Now, it is better than Capo Cave in the sense that we know what the mystery was. You know, Capo Cave, you approached it and you're like, I don't know why I'm here. I don't know why Nancy's here. I don't know why this is essentially a Hardy Boys game featuring Nancy Drew instead of a Nancy Drew game, like it says on the fucking, front of the box. This at least was like, it's a Nancy Drew game. Nancy has been hired by this person to find out why explosions and accidents are happening. And lo and behold, there's something there. There's that. But like, at no point is it made, at the very last minute, through multiple red herrings that you cannot see around, at the very last point is where it becomes clear that this is less about getting revenge on the people who took the lodge out from under you, or getting access to black market dinosaur bones, and more about uranium deposits. Or I guess the other thing with Ollie could have been the feeling slighted that, not being given enough money, or trying to get the thing on the cheap. There being a clear motive for each character, I think, speaks well about the characters and the way they're written, but not about the plot, because they're not intertwined well enough to make the red herrings that we were confronted with feel legitimate. And so, if only because of that, it's just, it falls down a lot in the rankings to me. Like, the plot is crazy. Not to mention, like, the game, even in the epilogue, never addresses the fact that this was an act of war. This was a sovereign nation being infiltrated by an agent of another nation to steal their resources and terrorize their citizens. Like, is Canada going to war now? Did Nancy Drew just fucking start World War III? Like, what the fuck? And then why does Fredonia want uranium? There are very few reasons why a country might want to get a hold of illegal uranium sources without anyone knowing, and it's not building reactors. Nope. You have a literal terrorist state in Eastern Europe that wants to go nuclear and is willing to commit acts of war against a major power and economy to do so. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, just, oh, it makes no sense. It's so poorly written and not well thought through in any way, shape, or form. Which reminds me, I kind of want to know about this. Hold on. Let me double check this, because I want to know. Okay, it is loosely based on a book, Mystery of the Mother Wolf, which, let me just see if I can, okay. See Drew, Mystery of the Mother Wolf. Okay. It's very loosely based, but I want to know what is the plot summary here. Okay, to be added, okay. Nancy, Bess, and George are staying in a rusted lodge in Wyoming. Fun winter sports. Rainbow, the lodge's tame pet wolf, suddenly disappears, leaving her 5 newborn pups motherless. Lodge owners are creating a wolf sanctuary. Not everyone's happening. Someone stole Rainbow. Yeah, no, this has nothing to do with international espionage and international relations. Like, where the fuck did they come up with this? Where the fuck did they come up with this? Like, so yeah, it's not total trash. Oh, I guess I forgot to talk about my least favorite part of this, which is the time management. I forgot that's in game mechanics. It's the time management. You spend far too much time preparing meals in this game than you should. Like, you have to go out of your way to make sure that you're not spending too much time actually doing the mystery so that you can do the same 3 meal puzzles over and over and over. And so, like, that combined with the bonkers plot, which honestly, like, Danger on Deception Island had a bonkers plot, sure, because it was like Russian military trained orca getting pirate ship salvage for, you know, like, yes, bonkers ass shit, but like in an endearing way. This is like not endearing. This is again an Eastern European country committing an act of war and espionage against one of the largest economies in the world, Canada, on its sovereign soil in order to gain access to an illicit and secret supply of uranium, for which there is only one reason to gain access to a secret and illicit supply: to create nuclear weapons. And we just gloss over it like, oh, Chantal's getting more bookings in the hotel now. How cool. The fuck, Nancy? Like, just, yeah. So this one's going, oh, okay, wake up. This one's going in okay, because there are some parts that are actually good. The characters, again, I hate them all. They're well written, but the story is ridiculous and doesn't tie them together well. The mechanics are incredibly goddamn frustrating. It barely squeaks by into okay, but only barely. And the only reason that it is not trash is because I cannot, in good conscience, put it on the same tier as the bullshit that happened at Creature of Kapu Cave, where the entire mystery happened in the last 10 minutes, which was all a cutscene, which happened in this one too. You know, we had far too much. Woo! Far too much cutscene in this whole game as a whole, but especially at the end. But like, okay, so that's where we are. It's in D tier. It's okay. Just okay. Nothing more. I kind of wish I had something in between okay and trash, so that's kind of where this feels like it belongs. But fine. So there we are. There we go. Holy shit. This is a bad game. A bad game. Okay. That is the end of our stream for tonight, however. That is all we have. On Thursday. Oh, yeah, no, right. I forgot. And Dreamy, you even mentioned this. Like, Yanni was being like, oh, I didn't want to hurt anybody. I'm like, honey, you told me to stay put. And then tried to blow me up with a bunch of fucking uranium. And so you blew up not only that, but also like a whole fucking World Heritage Site or whoever the fuck knows in the middle of a potential mine that might also have been for uranium. It was never made clear what Trapper Dan was doing down there with his old ass mine thing. Just, oh, so many loose threads, nothing actually explained. Not well done. I'm honestly like fighting myself right now to not go back and move it into trash tier. It is a terrible game. I may revise this. I don't know. You know what? No, fuck it. I am revising it. I'm sorry. I have to. I cannot even, just like, the more I think about it, the more it makes, the characters are so well done. It makes me feel bad about putting it down there, but it is better than Creature of Kapu Cave. I will give it that. But no, it is a shitty fucking game. that plot alone is disqualifying. So I've just moved into trash tier. I didn't show it on screen, but I've done that. Okay. That's the end of our stream. I promise. I need to go to bed. It's past my bedtime. Thank you all for joining. We will be back on Thursday, where I will pick up Crystal Skull. Which, you know, is a time. Hold on. Let me actually just double check and make sure I'm doing this right. I might have accidentally skipped some games. I'm just realizing. Cujo Cup Cave 2007. No, not yet. That's November 2008. Which means after Castle Malloy, we will do the Dossier series. And then Ransom of the Seven Ships, and then Resorting to Danger. Okay. That's the one thing I have to remember, is that I do have to walk away from the I have to walk away from the main series to do the 2 point and click ones, because they are actually still fun. I actually enjoy them, not gonna lie. So anyway, that is all for stream today. We will be back. I will be doing SCK Remastered as well. I didn't do that first. I actually did the original SCK. Because I think SCK Remastered and original SCK are 2 very different games and will rank differently because of that. In fact, I think SCK might actually rank lower than SCK. SCK Remastered will probably rank lower than SCK itself. We'll get into that when we get there. Anyway, that is the end of our stream. We will be back on Thursday with more Nancy Drew. We will be doing Crystal Skull. So stick around, 8:30 p.m., same time, same place, Thursday. Come by, check it out. If you want, I need to start by thanking my subscribers. Thank you for the support that you're able to give the channel. If you would like to subscribe, hit that subscribe button down below. It would really help me out a lot. If you are a Amazon Prime member, for instance, you can actually get 1 free subscription. So if you hit that down there and you have an Amazon Prime account, you can give that 1 subscription to me or to any other Twitch streamer, but I would be delighted if it were me. Give me Jeff Bezos money. I also want to thank my followers. Thank you so much for the support that you're able to give the channel as well. If you hit that follow button, you will get a notification when I go live. But if you want to be notified ahead of time, you can follow me at BOSTrophyWife on Instagram and on Twitter. I am also at BostonTrophyWife.bsky.social on Blue Sky. I'm kind of getting started over there. I am posting my stream announcements. Not really doing a full cross post with Twitter, but like more or less. So eventually at some point, I'm assuming that Twitter, formerly known as now X, whatever the fuck it's going on, the Melon Man will collapse, and at that point I will not want to be there. I mean, he's already planning on using tweets to train his shitty fucking AI, so just digging that grave more and more every fucking day. Whatever. The best place for all the updates, however, would be my Discord. The link is right here if you want to type that into your browser, or you can also click on that link right there in the chat, and that will give you an invite to the Discord. That's where I post all the tier lists, we have good memes about dumb shit that's going on, and we talk about games that we played and games that we're going to play in the future as well. So if you would like to have a say in what games are played next when I do end up breaking away from the Nancy Drew series, that's probably the best place to do suggestions. I do polls, anything of the sort, so definitely check that out if you're so inclined. I do also have a YouTube, BOSTrophyWife, all the way over there. If you head to that channel, you'll see my entire archive going all the way back to the beginning of my stream career. So every single game that I've ever streamed is over there. Definitely check that out if you want to see what I've done and here on the channel so far, or if there's something you missed. And then, yeah, finally, I have gotten rid of my Ko-fi, and I am now doing a GoFundMe right now. I am going to be having surgery in October, late October, so I am raising money for that helps support me through that and cover some of those expenses. I've already raised over $2,700. Someone donated $69 today, and I know who they are. They can't hide from me. The troll. But I love everyone who has managed to donate. If you can't donate, if you can share, that would also be incredibly helpful. Thank you so much for your support. The link is right there. Thank you all again for coming out tonight. Honestly, it was actually a great stream despite the frustration. I find it hilarious that it took us 3 streams to get through this game, which usually an answer game takes about 2. But we'll see what happens with Crystal Skull, which I also do not remember fondly. So prepare yourselves, I guess. Until then, take care, and I'll see you all on Thursday. Bye-bye, everybody. Mwah.